Greetings one and all. Welcome again. We're going to do a bit more home cooking here today. Easy and delicious, hopefully. Really looking forward to this one. It's really one of my favourite dishes of all time. We're going to do Kashmiri style lamb, and today I'm actually going to do lamb shanks, but you can do a leg of lamb. In fact, in the past when I've done it, it's been a leg of lamb, but yeah, I'm going to try it with the shanks. I'm sure it'll turn out good. So we're going to marinate this lamb for quite a long time, like at least a day. So part one is the marinades, and there's basically two marinades. There's a spice mix first, and then on top of that we've got a yogurt mix. So I'll go through them sort of separately, so makes it easy. Alright, so first of all, the spice mix. In here I've got some grated up galangal and some grated up garlic cloves, about 6 of them. So galangal sometimes can be a little bit hard to find, not so much these days. Most places you can find it, but if you can't find galangal, use ginger. Not quite the same thing, but ginger will do. Galangal, I'll show you a picture of it. It looks like this. Alright, next thing I'm going to add to our spice mix are actual dry spices. So there's quite a few of those, so I've got them already all in this little dish thing here, but I'll go through what's in here for you. I'll just whack them in there. What's in there is a teaspoon of cumin powder, a teaspoon of coriander powder, about half a teaspoon of turmeric, half a teaspoon of white pepper, half a teaspoon of cinnamon, half of cardamom, half of chili powder, and a half of cloves. So there you go. That's what's in there. And to that I'm going to add about a tablespoon of lemon juice. So we'll get that in there, and that is our spice rub that we're going to rub into our lamb. So yeah, obviously we just mix that up and just get it into sort of like a paste that we're going to rub into our lamb. So that's part one of our marinade. I'll get back to you shortly with part two. Alrighty guys, yeah, just got part two of our marinade, our lamb marinade here. So yeah, in the chopper here I've just got a cup of plain yogurt, about 2 tablespoons of slivered almonds, 2 tablespoons of roughly chopped up pistachios, about half a tablespoon of turmeric, and to that I've just had some saffron, like soaking here in some water for about 10 minutes or so. So I'm just going to put that in as well, and yeah, I'm just going to blend that up. So yeah, that's all mixed up now. So yeah, our yogurt and turmeric and spice and nut mixture, yeah, it just ends up looking like this. And that's it. Let's get on with marinating the meat. Okay guys, yeah, so I've got a few of these shanks here. One here now. Before I rub the, I've got my spice mix here as well. Before I rub that in, I am just going to make some incisions into the meatier parts of the shank. So just, yeah, just a few holes here and there. Just where, yeah, like I say, where those thick parts of the meat are. Turn her over. Get a few all over. And that's just going to help. So we're going to push a bit of that spice mix into those holes as well as we go. Alright. So yeah. Bit of spice mix. Absolutely clean hands as always. Just rub that into our meat. Like I say, push a bit into the holes. Get it all over. Bit more in that hole there. The other side. Yeah, rub it in. Like I say, this is stage one. Stage one of the marinade. And what I'm going to do is just put that into my foil lined baking tray, because this is I like to make things easy. So I'm actually going to be marinating this in the dish I'm using to cook it in as well. Saves a bit of washing up. So yeah, there's one done. I've got 6 of these babies, so I'll just get on with doing that, and I'll get back to you for the phase 2 of the marinade. Okay guys, I've got my spice mix all rubbed all over these shanks now. Phase 2, I'm just going to get my yogurt mixture, tip it all over. And just spread that around. Doesn't matter if it's not all over it. It's quite a long marinade, like I say, so once I get this in the fridge, it's going to marinate for about 24 hours, but I will be turning it once or twice, 3 times or something, in that 24 hours, just to make sure that yogurt's all over. Just get it all over there, get more out. Don't waste it. That's a good mix with all that, those nuts and everything in it. Alright. Now there's only... I'm a bit obsessive, I don't want to waste a drop of it. Anyway, that's pretty well all of it. Just that last bit. Right. Now over that, last touch, we're just going to drizzle about, I don't know, about a tablespoon of honey all over that. Alright, that's plenty of that. And that, I'll cover that up, get it in the fridge for 24 hours like I say. So I'll be cooking that tomorrow. So yeah, as you can see, it's a really easy recipe. It's just the time of the marination, so as long as you plan ahead, it's a easy one. Alrighty, I'll get back to you next time when these are ready to be cooked up. Alrighty guys, here we are, back again, a day later. So yeah, I've had these marinating now for a bit over 24 hours. I did turn them just once in that 24 hours, make sure the yogurt was sort of all over it. And I pulled them out of the fridge maybe about 2 hours ago, just so that when I put them in the oven they're going to be at room temperature and not putting cold meat into the oven. Alright, so we are going to roast these now. So I've cranked the oven right up to a high heat, about 230 degrees. And then I'm going to cover it with this foil. Now this is just for the first half hour. It's going to be on this high heat, covered. Then after half an hour, I'm going to take the cover off, back the heat off, back down to about 180, something like that. And yeah, Bob's your uncle. I'm not quite sure how long they'll take. They're not very big shanks, so I'm guessing around an hour or so, but I'll just keep checking them and I'll know when they're done just by checking them like that. Alrighty, I'll get back to you when they're done. Alrighty guys, yeah, so these are looking pretty well done. So the time for these were just shanks, so obviously if you do a leg of lamb it'll be a bit longer, but so I did that first half an hour at a high heat, covered, and then since then they've probably been in there about an hour and 10 minutes, and yeah, I think they're going to be good. Alright, I'll serve some up and give you a look. Alrighty guys, I just got a serve of this served up. I'm pretty hungry, so yeah, I've gone for 2 shanks. In my defence, like I said, they're not that big, but yeah, maybe 2's been a bit greedy. anyway, let's try a bit. So yeah, we'll just get a bit. Yeah, the meat's, oh, it's nice and soft. Yum. Get a bit of rice with it, and we'll taste her up. Oh, shivers. Alright. That's right. That's so good. The lamb is just yummy and tender. The marinade, the burnt on marinade's just delicious. Absolutely delicious. It's yeah. I think this is one of the best things you can eat, in my opinion anyway. Anyway guys, that's it for this cook. Yeah. Thanks for those that have subscribed. I ask again, anyone that hasn't subscribed, can consider doing it, or even just like or share, any of that stuff. All helps out. And anyway, I'm going to eat all this now. And I'll see you all next time. Thanks for watching.